It's called Café Anyway. That's right. It's called Café Anyway. What?
It's Mike's Daddy Podcast.
Episode 3,321. 30321.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's Mike Matthews. Welcome to Café Anyway, somewhere in podCastro Valley, the last place on earth in the land of Rootabega. I'm Mike Matthews. I'm far away from the mic. That's how most people sound that are talking on the radio. They talk really far away from it, and it's annoying, so I'll stop. But we're going to get to some interesting topics today on the podcast.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I noticed a lot of people that I am friends with on Facebook have
Mike's
lost weight.
Daily
Now, if they have lost weight
Podcast.
the appropriate way, and by appropriate, I mean the natural way, the way your body actually, that the things your doctor tells you to eat less fatty foods, to exercise more, to avoid the artery hardening, plaque inducing in the arteries type foods. You want to stay away from that. Stay away from fast foods. Eat the healthier things. Eat actually stuff with color, like greens and bell peppers and purples. You want purples like blueberries and cranberries and all kinds of important things that are anti-inflammatories. All of that. So people instead, they go, oh, that's too much work. I'm busy. You don't understand how busy it is. I got 8 kids. I got to make money. I got to put shoes on their feet. I don't have time to eat. Well, I just want to eat what I like to eat. I don't want to eat healthy. I want to eat what I like to eat. The tasty stuff. I want that. So they just go ahead and try these GLP-1s because they've been hearing about it. They've been watching the commercials. They got friends. And I'm noticing a bunch of people that I've known for a long time that have never been skinny. Okay, they may have, their weight has fluctuated. They've been in a healthy range.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And now they're just downright skinny. They're skinny now. And it frightens me because that is because of a drug. They have to take a drug to make them look like that. The podcast picture is not of me. I think the last one was. But this is of a beautiful area in the town of Benicia. And it's a place known as Turnbull Park. I once knew a guy named Barry Turnbull, and he was quite a big guy. I think he did lose some weight, though, later on in his life. But I spent a lot of time with Barry. Barry was one of the late great Basil the Boxer never met Barry. And sadly, it's the late great Barry Turnbull as well. Barry was such a nice guy, really into sports. Okay, so I am not. I know nothing about sports. And people that are really into sports, they laugh at me, but they love me too because they like to teach me things because I'm like, who's playing this basketball tournament thingy that everyone's going, why are people in New York so excited and all this stuff? And they explain it to me, and I thank them, is what I tell them. Thank you for that information. But Barry was all into Disneyland, and he had been there many times. He was related to the Beach Boys. Oh, I forgot that part. Yes, so we were both into music. He loved music. Whenever a song, like an oldie type song, one of the stations he worked for was called The Boomer. Yes. Okay, Boomer. It was before all that. The Boomer existed. When was that station on the air? I think it was.
The word of dog.
The word of dog is telling me the word is Boomer. That's the word. Thank you, Basil. The late great Basil the Boxer. It was probably from 2000 to 2009. Maybe it was 10 years, 20 to 2010, 2000 to 2010, perhaps. The program director who helped start that station, who was the voice of Tony the Tiger, the late great Lee Marshall, he was such a great guy to talk to. He gave me a lot of help with what to do in the creative zone on radio. He liked the creativity that I used to bring to radio when I was working at KHA and doing the Santa Fe Cafe, and he loved the characters Like, for example, we got Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley stopping by later. But Barry was all into Disneyland. And why I bring this up is because there are so many YouTube channels that I have been addicted to at one point or another. At some point, I get sick of them. Because a lot of these folks, these YouTube channels, go to Disneyland and they bring these cameras and then they can't hold them steady, even though there's all this technology now that allows you to hold a camera steady. The camera will sit in like its own little, what do you call it? Dynam something that keeps it stationary. So it's not wobbling back and forth.
Here. Oh, wow. I've never actually
like
been
this guy, for example.
Inside of this building before. Get those
Welcome to Café Anyway, Justin.
Bar seats and the historic old booths in here.
You like the old booths?
Incredible. What a freaking treasure. Look at this dining room.
Welcome to Café Anyway, sir.
Absolutely gorgeous. We used
Thank
to build
you.
beautiful things in this country.
We did.
That's for sure. Look at this. They've got an amazing...
And I'm amazed that this guy is here at Café Anyway because he loves Disneyland so much. I'm amazed he broke away from Disneyland for a while to look around.
Absolutely gorgeous in here. It has been
Thank you.
very well preserved.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So the thing is that Barry was all into this Disneyland stuff and Disneyland lore before any of these YouTube channels even existed. And I used to talk a lot with him about Disneyland. But this place is called Turnbull Park, not named after the late great Barry Turnbull, but it's in Benicia. And you can see a picture of it at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Mike's out of left field recordings.
Yes, it is slightly out of left field what I'm bringing you on this
Recording
podcast.
everything. Captures actions that will never again be repeated.
But according to Copilot, so you know it's true. Where did they get this information from? Let's see. I think they pulled it from a Gizmodo article, but Gizmodo.com. But new research from Epic Research, EPIC, indicates that the rapid rise in GLP-1 medication prescriptions, such as semaglutide, which can be found in Ozempic, and it's Wegovy. Not Wegovy! It's Wegovy! Please. Has coincided with a modest but sustained drop in US obesity rates. Anyway, Café Anyway. How much of a drop? 1%. So now it's down to 41% is the prevalence of obesity in our population. But apparently between 2021 and 2020 and this year, so in the past 5 years, GLP-1 prescriptions per 100,000 adults has more than quadrupled. So that explains why I'm seeing some of my friends, my quote-unquote Facebook friends, so they're not really friends, on Facebook have lost so much weight. And I'm like, no. And then they've lost so much weight they look unhealthy. And then there's the side effects I've been hearing about it takes away your joy because you can't eat. You can't eat what it treats you. It makes you not want to eat. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat those chips. I should say something healthy. I can't wait to eat those delicious edamame pods. I don't know. Whatever it is, it takes away that appetite yearning. And then that goes to other things in your life, like your love life, for example, and so on. So take that with a grain of salt. This is what I've heard from a couple people who've been commenting on this. Now, I don't know if they're experts or not, and I don't know if they've gone to see the indie horror movie Obsession. It made 100 times its budget within 2 weeks. It was only made for $750,000. Yes, less than $1 million. That's unheard of in the movie world. It was made in 20 days by a filmmaker named Curry Barker, and he is 26 years old. He's a little Spielberg. Wasn't Spielberg around that age when he did Jaws? And what was the first one? Amblin was the first really big movie. That's why he named his movie company Amblin Entertainment. Never seen it. But that was kind of like his THX thing. That was Lucas's first big movie. And then, well, I don't know how big. It was a cult movie, THX, that got big later. And then Lucas named his sound system, that the audience is listening thing. That goes back to these young filmmakers. I believe Mr. This is a fine article I'm reading, isn't it? So fine. The late great Stanley Kubrick. I think he started pretty young too. Wasn't? Yeah. Dr. Crazy guy. Not Dr. Shrinker. That was Shills and Crofts. He's a madman with an evil mind. Dr. Strangelove. That was him. Young. Orson Welles was young. I think it was in his 20s or something when he made Citizen Kane. Anyway, Curry Barker reeled in an estimated almost $80 million in the first 2 weekends in the theaters with this Obsession movie. And I think he started on YouTube. He had like a YouTube channel that had a lot of followers. So what else? Now, maybe you went to see the movie on a date. Americans are cutting back on dating. It's called dateflation. I got that from Rob Black. I produce his podcast. He's heard on AM 1220 KDOW weekdays at 5 p.m. in the Bay Area, and he's on Cron TV Monday through Thursday in the 9 a.m. hour. He says, including pre-date grooming and gas money, as well as the cost of the date itself, dating has climbed up 12.5% from last year. The exact amount of a date is $189. However, millennials spend on average on a date $252. So they are...
Mike's Matthewsment Park.
Yes,
The front panel will close automatically. Please remain seated at all
they're
times.
spending about $70 more than the average. Half of Americans who date said they have gone on fewer dates or chosen less expensive activities. And the number of dates is falling too. The average American reported going out about 12 times in the past year, but that is down from 2025. I guess we went two more dates. So add 2 to that. We went 14 times on dates in 2025. It's down to 12 times this year. Nearly 3 in 4 men, 71%, said they expect to pay for everything on a date at first. Yeah, among women, over half, 52%, said they expect to split the cost, go Dutch, relatively evenly. How did the Dutch get saddled with that stupid expression? 38% said, not a minuscule amount, but about a quarter of them said that they expect the other person to pay for everything. Wow.
The fascinating material.
Isn't that fascinating material? Social media is creating these gendered echo chambers that villainize. Some women encounter advice to accept only expensive first dates as proof of value in the person, or even a proof of being even interested in the person. So that's like, I think I won't go on the second date if they're not going to spend enough. On the other hand, some men are being told not to spend money on dates at all. From some of these social media accounts, whatever. They're all, don't listen to them. I mean, if they give you the source of where they are finding this, if it's all just anecdotal. But I got this from Rob Black. I know it's not anecdotal. Is it, Rob? Rob? Rob's not here, but look who else is. Hello, Michael Matthews. It's Madame Rootabega, and I love to go on dates. Woo! Do you love to eat popcorn? Yes. Do you like to eat edamame? Yes. Do you like to eat chips? No.
Get stage fright?
I get stage fright.
I tell you a secret.
What's the secret, Johnny
if
Fever?
you ever find yourself on the air and
on the radio,
feel a little nervous, just imagine that you're speaking to one specific person.
Thinking, okay, it's one person.
Which, in fact, is probably the case here.
What? Only one person is listening? That's all right. Then I'm up one. But perhaps this summer you're not going to be going on dates. Perhaps you're going to be moving. Roughly 70% of all moves take place during the summer between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Families like to move during the summer so as not to disrupt the school year, and it's easier to move in summer weather. I've heard that. What? What if it's super hot? Moving during the summer is up 30% more. It's what? Moving during this summer is up 30%. Oh, no. Throughout the year, the season, it's the most expensive season to move. Compared to the other seasons, it's 30% more expensive. Interestingly, for some reason, September 15th seemed to always be the moving day. For when I moved to Alabama, we moved on September 15th. When I moved back to California, we moved on September 15th. It didn't. That wasn't something we were a target date we were shooting for. It just happened by some strange, weird coincidence. I forget.
Just don't know how you do it.
Thank you.
Just talk into the mic and your voice goes out through the wires. And once a week, whether you need it or not, somebody comes in here and gives you a check for $38.
Will that help me move? $38? I'm looking at the calendar. Yeah, September 15th is just after Labor Day, but just not even a week after Labor Day. So I guess I was pretty close. And finally, if you want to move, you might need a lot of money. You might even need an inheritance. Inheritance can be life-changing. From paying off debt to investing in the future, it's a financial turning point for many families. Around $84 trillion in assets are going to change hands over the next 2 decades. $84 trillion. On average, American households inherit... wow. This is how much they inherit. Are you ready? On average, the inheritance comes out to $46,200. Not $1 million, not even $500,000. Not even 100,000, but like half of that. $46,200. But about 80% of households receive no inheritance at all. So don't feel bad.
We love you,
if you
Mike.
got gypped. Thank you. Wow, 80% don't even get an inheritance. That's crazy. And if you're making more than $42,700, wow. You're doing well. Great news for San Francisco music fans. San Francisco was recently named the number 7 best city for concerts in the country. Okay. Let's see. The average San Francisco concert ticket is about $156. Through the year 2026, San Francisco will have 2,239 scheduled concerts. One of them I know is Toto. Toto with the Romantics and not Boz Scaggs, but Chris Christopherson. They use the same band. They use Toto most of the time. Not Chris Christopherson, he passed away. Christopher Cross and Mr. Boz Scaggs both used Toto. So they're all going to be touring together. We were thinking about going to see it at this ginormous concert. But then the Fix is also playing in the Bay Area, so I don't know. The average star rating for San Francisco concert venues is almost 5% at 4.51%. Or it's 4.51 out of 5, I should call it. So almost 5 stars. Let's see. This is from the people at Princess Polly. They analyzed 47 U.S. metro areas across 16 concert-related factors, including ticket prices, venue density, festival volume, walkability, etc., transportation access. Who is number one? I know you want to know, and I just clicked on Princess Polly, and I don't even know what the heck this website is. Oh, number one would be Las Vegas is the number one city to go to a concert. Yeah, probably. I understand that, especially since they got the Sphere. Now, look who else is here. Hello, Dave, Mike. This is Valentino, the and this is Bison Bentley. Mike, we've not gone to a concert lately, but if we did, we wish we would have seen the late, great Peabo Bryson D. Yeah, Peabo! Oh, Peabo. Oh, he had a great... Of course, he had the Beauty and the Beast song with Celine Dion. He had, was it Regina something. Yeah, I'm going to have to look it up. Did the Aladdin song was Peabo, Bryson, and I want to say Regina Spektor, because that was... Oh my gosh, they completely don't even... You know, you would expect it maybe at the top of the search. But wow, it is not... Regina Bell. Come on, Bing. I use Bing because you get points. Of course, it took like 5 years to get $40, but whatever. That was a lot of searching, as I do for this podcast. Yeah, Peabo also sang a great song called Baby, Can You Stop the Rain from Falling? I can't wait another day. Baby, can you stop? Can you stop the rain? Oh, great. He didn't sing that song, but yeah. What was the other? Oh, if ever I'm in your arms again, this time I hold you much better. This time will never end. Oh, yep, then couldn't do it. He hits that great note at the end. Thank you, Peabo. Sorry I never got to meet you. He also did that great song with the late, great Roberta Flack as well. Shoot. Peabo Bryson. Well, I didn't mean to end on such a low note. Hey, it was so great to have Monty Byram on. Hopefully we have Monty Byram for a long, long time. We know we're going to have this lady around for quite a while.
All right, now, Tay-Tay, my favorite.
What about Monty Byram should be your favorite? Gosh, that guy, so good. If you want to hear the interview and some of his songs, listen to the previous, I think we had him on for 5 different podcasts preceding this one. So you can check that out at mikesdailypodcast.com. And what did you think about all the topics we covered today? Here's the number to call.
Call Mike at the Café Anyway hotline. Area code 510-228-4640.
And now we return you to our regularly scheduled program with Mike Matthews.
And with all things having to do with Mike's Daily Podcast, we go to the main frame and hear from A Frame. Thank you for listening to Mike's Daily Podcast.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!